Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring, ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the listening skies. Let it resound loud as the rolling sea. Sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us. Facing the rising sun of our new day begun. Let us march on till victory is won.
Hello, my name is Langston Hughes II, a student at Howard University. Today I will be accompanied by Julian Wilson, a student at Berkeley College of Music, and Brian Thomas II, a senior at Suitland High School in Prince George's County, Maryland. And we hope you guys enjoy our rendition of Lift Every Voice and Sing by James Weldon Johnson. Thank you.
Lift every voice and sing, tell earth and heaven ring, ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let all rejoicing rise high as the listening skies. Let it resound loud as the rolling sea. Sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us, facing the rising sun of our new day begun. Let us march on till victory is won. Stony the road we trod, bitter the chastening rod, felt in the days when hope unborn had died. Yet with the steady beat have not our weary feet come to the place for which our Father sighed. We have come over a way that with tears has been watered. We have come treading our path through the blood of the slaughtered, out from the gloomy past till now we stand at last, where the white gleam of our bright star is cast. God of our weary years, God of our silent tears, Thou who hast brought us thus far on the way, Thou who hast by Thy might led us into the light, keep us forever in the path we pray, lest our feet stray from the places, our God, where we met Thee, lest lost our hearts, drunk with the wine of the world, we forget thee. Shadowed beneath thy hand, may we forever stand, true to our God, true to our native land.
I'm Derrick Johnson, President and CEO of the NAACP, this nation's largest and oldest civil rights organization. Over the last year, we have seen and felt the power of our freedom fighters, organizers, and youth warriors who continue to lead the struggle for social justice. In 2019, we established the NAACP Activist and Youth Activist of the Year Awards to recognize 2 NAACP members for their work and commitment to social justice.
The first ever NAACP Activist of the Year award went to Teresa Haley. The NAACP Youth Activist of the Year award went to Australia Coleman. Let's continue to show them our appreciation.
I want to thank my parents, especially my mom, for coming out here with me today. I also want to thank the Central Michigan University NAACP chapter for allowing me to build my foundation within the organization. In addition to Central Michigan, the Michigan State Conference Youth and College Division for giving me my voice and allowing me to see my potential. So thank you all. Thank you NAACP for giving me this award.
Wow, this is truly an honor and a blessing. I do want to thank God, first of all. I think about what is your purpose in life, and my purpose has always been to serve God, my family, and my community. If you don't know your history, Springfield, Illinois, where I'm from, is the home of the 1908 race riots that led to the establishment of the NAACP. I ask that you all continue to support this historical organization. It has done so much for so many people out here today.
We will again recognize outstanding member activists for their visionary and unrelenting efforts. I invite every branch, youth council, college chapter, and state conference to participate by submitting a member to be considered for this prestigious honor, which will once again be awarded during the 52nd NAACP Image Awards. Good evening, and thank you for joining us. I'm Derrick Johnson, President and CEO of the NAACP. It is my pleasure to welcome you to the 111th NAACP National Convention and to this very important regional meeting. Over the last 3 years, I've had the honor of serving as President and CEO of this extraordinary organization, and over the past few months in particular, I have never been prouder of the efforts of this association and its members, including you, who have done incredible work to push our communities forward. 2020 has been an unprecedented year of reckoning for our nation. It has been built primarily on one word throughout our community: resilience. The Black community has shown undeniable power and resilience in the face of glaring adversity yet again. From the disproportionate impacts of the COVID-19 pandemic, which has highlighted economic and health disparities, to systematic racism that has spread about this country for centuries, our plight has been challenged at every turn. Yet with determination, zeal, and fortitude that can only be found within our community, we forge ahead. We fight forward. Our proclamation of "we are done dying" must always be met with action that bring about changes our families, communities, and this country deserves in order to live up to its constitutional provision that all men and women are created equal. I'm grateful for this opportunity to serve with you, but even more, I'm excited about the future because of you. Again, welcome. Thank you for all that you do. Let's continue the fight. Let's continue to work to ensure democracy work for all.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, delegates to the 111th Annual Convention of the National Association for the Advancement of Colored People, and particularly elected delegates who are serving in each of the 7 regional meetings for this year's virtual convention. Region 1, Region 2, Region 3, Region 4, Region 5, Region 6, and Region 7. Let me welcome you individually and collectively to this series of regional meetings. We come together at an extremely important time in the history of our nation and in the history of our association. We're here this evening to talk about who will be leaders of this association from a regional level going forward. We're here to talk about how we as regions come together and collaborate on the work that we do as the NAACP. And in this year, 2020, we are here to talk about how each of our regions is important in the upcoming election. We understand that all elections are important, but the last 4 years have shown us that the 2020 presidential election and all of the elections on the down ballot are of extreme significance for the lives of Black folk in America. We've decided that we are done dying at the NAACP, and that means that we understand that Black lives do matter. And because Black lives do matter, we have an obligation to make sure that public policy is carried out by people who understand that Black lives matter, people who will work to ensure that Black lives matter, people who understand the significance of not just the statement, but the history of how Black lives are impacted by public policy in this nation. When this virtual convention ends, the real work of the association will begin. You must go back to your units, your college chapters, your youth councils, and ensure that we are out in the streets, ensuring that public policy is done in a way that impacts all of our lives positively. You must ensure that everyone who is eligible to vote is registered to vote and that they are educated on voting and that they get out and vote. 2020 is a major year for us. It's important for you to understand what happens up and down the ballot. Yes, the presidential election is paramount, but you must vote in every election on your ballot, whether it's the dog catcher or whether it's the county sheriff. Your life depends on how you vote. Public policy dictates whether or not you will live or die. It's important for you to understand that you elect the people who make and carry out public policy. We're done dying. Black lives matter.
Hello and welcome NAACP family. I'm Karen Boykin-Towns and it is my honor to serve as the Vice Chairman of the NAACP National Board of Directors. As we begin our regional meetings for our beloved organization, I'd like to take this moment to thank you for your willingness to play a significant role in what remains the foundation of the NAACP, fighting for equality during these uncertain times. Black voices from throughout the country have made it known that enough is enough and that we are done dying. But those proclamations must ultimately be supported by actions and solutions that bring about sustainable change for the Black community. The decisions reached over the next few days will help in establishing our NAACP positions on issues that impact our communities and in charting the course for a future that we can all look forward to. I'm honored and proud to serve alongside each of you during such a defining moment for our country. There is no finer time to bring about the change our people need in this moment. So let's recommit ourselves by starting today and making the impact that's needed. Again, I thank you for your commitment and welcome.
Hello, I'm Michael Turner, Chair of the Convention Planning Committee and member of the National Board of Directors. The youth are the heart of the NAACP and continue to bring us the energy and innovation needed to push our beloved organization to the heights unimagined. I am grateful for your participation in your regional meeting. Your role in our amazing organization is pivotal as you will discuss and vote on important positions for your region. Thank you for doing your duty as a proud member of the NAACP. I'm honored to serve with you as we fight to improve, protect, and change our communities. Let's go to work.
Hello, Youth in College. My name is Helen Myers, and I'm from the great state of Kansas in Region 4. I serve as the Youth Vice Chair of the Convention Planning Committee on the National Board of Directors. I hope you all have enjoyed the convention thus far. I'm so excited you all were able to be a part of such a historic virtual convention. I wanted to take a moment and show my appreciation for all of your hard work during these difficult times. Watching countless Black Americans die at the hands of police brutality while also battling the COVID-19 pandemic has, I'm sure, taken a toll on you mentally, possibly making you feel as though you were throwing your efforts into an empty void. But it's imperative that we remember that Martin Luther King Jr. was only 26 years old when he organized the boycotts in Montgomery. John Lewis was only 21 years old when he became a freedom rider, and Ruby Bridges was only 6 years old when she bravely desegregated her elementary school. The youth have always been an integral part of the civil rights movement, and our actions today will be to the benefit of generations to come. So please, don't hesitate to create good trouble, and don't hesitate to let your voice be heard, especially during this year's election. Our future depends on you. Thank you.
All right. Good evening, everybody. As you just saw from the previous video, my name is Helen Myers, and I serve as the Region 4 Youth Board member from Kansas. So I will be serving as the chair for the first part of tonight's meeting. So let's just go ahead and get into it. So I believe first we will have roll call. All right. Okay, so we'll start with West Des Moines. And I believe you just use the raise your hand icon, right? To say if you're present. Okay, perfect. So let's start. We have Kenyatta Connie. Apologize if I spell your name wrong or say your name wrong. Okay, perfect. She's present. So then we have Janae Weber. Present, perfect. So then moving to Johnson County, me, Helen Myers, present. So then Davenport Youth Council, Ayana Miles, present, perfect. And then Laya Millbrook, present, perfect. Okay, so then Des Moines, we have Devin Walker, and then Dornabari Fuldell. I apologize, I probably said that wrong. Are you present? Perfect. Okay. So our total is 7. Okay. So, yes.
Sorry, total is
You're
7.
good.
Will be 6, excluding you for the regional elections.
Okay. Thank you, Derrick. So can I get a motion to approve the agenda? Are we doing this in the chat or Q&A? How does this work?
People put their nominations into the Q&A feature.
Okay, perfect. Can I get a motion to approve the agenda? Is this put into the chat? Is there a nomination? Or I'm sorry, is there a motion? Anybody want to make a motion? Come on. Thank you. There's been a motion by Dorn Ubari. I apologize if I said that wrong. Can we get a second? All right, we got a second by Ayana Miles. Thank you guys so much. Is there any discussion? No discussion. Okay, so all those in favor, please signify by selecting I believe, on here. Okay. Perfect. Okay, so the yeas have it. So next we have our election. So I will now open the floor for nominations for the positions of chair, co-chair, and secretary. So let's start with chair. So are there any nominations for chair? So basically, let me explain this. So as chair, you will take over what I'm doing currently. So you will just conduct the elections that we will have, or the election that we will have in a minute. And then next year for the convention, you will open up the meeting. So do we have a nomination?
And if you all can use the Q&A feature for nominations or for business of the meeting, that would be really helpful.
Okay, are there any nominations? Are there any nominations?
There's a nomination from Kenyatta.
There is. Perfect. Okay, perfect. So there's a nomination for Dunbari. Do you accept the nomination? Yes. Okay, perfect. Thank you so much. Okay, so now I will open up the floor for co-chair. So is there a nomination for co-chair? Okay, so we have a nomination, Devin Walker. Do you accept this nomination, Devin or Devon? Yes. Okay, perfect. Thank you so much. Okay, so last but not least, we have secretary. Are there any nominations for secretary? Are there any nominations? Are there any nominations? Are there any nominations? Anybody? Come on, guys, just one person. I just need one person. Secretary. I promise you it's not bad. Nobody wants to be secretary? Okay. Well, okay. So we have a nomination. So Kenyatta, do you accept the nomination for secretary? No, she declined. Okay. Okay. Anyone else would like to be secretary? Do I have a nomination for anybody else to be secretary? Just need one person. Janae Weber. Janae, do you accept the nomination for secretary? Yes. Okay. Thank you so much. All right. So we have our secretary. So then I will turn this over to our chair. So,
Vote form.
oh, that's right. Sorry about that. Okay. So how do we do the,
I'll throw a poll for the chair right now.
okay. So let's take a vote for the chair. So if you could just fill out the poll.
Delegate strength is 6.
Okay.
Leave the poll open for a few more seconds. We're looking for 3 more votes. Poll will be closing shortly. 1 more vote needed. If majority wins, would you like us to close the poll?
Yes, please. Great. Congratulations. Okay. So now co-chair. If you guys can go ahead and vote for co-chair, please. All right, congratulations to our co-chair. Okay, so then secretary. Go ahead and vote for secretary. Okay, perfect. So congratulations to our secretary. Okay, so now I can go ahead and turn it over, right?
Right. We can
Okay.
allow the chair, co-chair, and secretary elected. If we can allow them on as panelists and allow them to give introductions and greetings. And we'll let Helen go over to the attendee side.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Helen. Where is our chair?
Hi, everyone. I'm the new chair. My name is Donubari Fubel. You guys can call me Gift. I'm from the Des Moines branch. Is that all you needed for introductions?
That's perfectly fine. Are you from the Des Moines branch or the Des Moines Youth Council?
Oh, the Des Moines Youth Council. I'm sorry.
Gotcha, no worries. And Devon, our co-chair.
Hello, I'm Devon Walker. I'm from Des Moines, Iowa, Region 4, and I am a freshman in college. I didn't know what we're supposed to say because they rejoined me as Gift was speaking, so I'm sorry.
No worries. What school do you attend?
Drake.
Drake University, got you. And our secretary, if you can give greetings.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, my name is Janae Weber Moore. I am the Des Moines Youth Council branch. I go to Lincoln University in Jefferson City, Missouri.
All right, we appreciate you all and congratulations. I'll now turn it back over to our chair who will continue the meeting.
Can you email me really quickly the agenda, please? Oh, never mind. Okay. All right, so next on our agenda, everyone, we already did our elections. Oh, well, now we need to do the adult regional rep elections. So first we have the adult rep,
If we can do the state leader intros first.
Oh, okay, my bad. So next on the agenda is the state leader intros. Do they have, okay. Is she going to talk or do I introduce her?
Kenyatta. What you got?
Hello, everyone.
Hi, Kenyatta, are you there?
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Hi, everyone. My name is Kenyatta Coney. The Iowa Nebraska Youth and College State President.
Welcome, Kenyatta. All right, next we have the adult regional rep elections. The first nomination process that we will be going to will be the adult rep. So feel free to nominate an adult in the Q&A portion.
I know that previously Victoria Brown did express interest. So that's a pending candidate. Are there any nominations for the adult rep to the National Youth Committee? Are there any nominations?
I see a nomination for Ebony Woods in the Q&A.
Okay, I have a nomination for Ebony Woods. Ebony Woods. Okay, quick question. So Ebony Woods, is this Ebony Woods that's present in the meeting? Gotcha. Ebony, are you a delegate or alternate? Forgive me, because I know we had a roll call earlier.
Hello, no, I am not a delegate or a alternate. I am the co-advisor for the Des Moines Youth Council.
Okay, thank you, Ebony. So with the nomination process, I know that this meeting is particularly for adults, particularly for delegates and alternates. With the adult process, there was an ask for adults to give interest previously before the meeting. Did you submit an email and/or video? There's a chance we could have missed it by chance.
We did not get that. And our main chair is Victoria, who is the current person who holds this seat. She did not forward me any of that information. She and I have discussed this nomination previously, so no one requested an email or a video of us. And we couldn't watch on the NAACP site link that we got as well, which is why I know I'm probably not supposed to be in here, but I was also told that to accept the nomination, I had to be in here. So we're kind of doing as best we can as we go. But I will say Victoria is not interested in the seat due to her work commitments and family commitments.
Okay. Well, I do have the nomination for Victoria Brown. I do have the nomination for Ebony Woods. Beforehand, like I said, Victoria did express interest. Can I have the chair recognize the two nominations on the floor?
I recognize the two nominations on the floor. Is there a poll to vote sent out yet?
Victoria declined the nomination.
Okay. So, do we vote on having Ebony Woods as the adult rep?
If she can verbally accept it for the record.
Okay.
I accept. I'm sorry, I did not mean to get ahead of you. I do accept.
You're fine. All right, so everyone please welcome Ebony Woods as our new adult rep.
You also have to vote.
Oh,
The poll is up. I think the 3 is what we have as delegates. I think that is it. Congratulations, Ebony.
Thank you.
All right, Madam Chair, the floor is now back to you in your hands.
can you share the agenda again? All right, next on the agenda, we will be now it is field organizer presentations.
Youth and college leaders, welcome, welcome, welcome to week 2 of the 111th NAACP virtual convention. I'm Derrick Lewis, serving as your national field organizer.
And I'm Russell Boyd II, your other national field organizer.
Hey, and I know I got my regions in the house. I know, so listen, as your national field organizer, I'm responsible for Region 1, Region 4, and Region 5, I'm responsible for the states of South Carolina, Alabama, and Florida. Region 6, and in Region 7, I'm responsible for Virginia.
I am responsible for Region 2 and Region 3. In Region 5 that both Derrick and I share, I'm responsible for the great state of Mississippi, North Carolina, Georgia, and Tennessee. And in Region 7, I'm responsible for the great state of Maryland.
So listen, we don't want to be before you too long. We have a few updates and a few action steps as relates to the field of youth, as relates to the field and the work of the Youth and College Division. So first, as relates to administrative, we have a lot of work that is moving, but we need to contact you, and we can't contact you by leadership. We know that leadership transitions, so we need a unit email, a unit associated email. That can be your school name, naacp@gmail.com, or opt into the unit associated emails that you received upon your charter.
Yep, and as Derrick said, like, we need to be able to contact you. And while, yeah, we need that general unit email, we also need the contact information for the folks on your executive committee, advisors, presidents, secretaries, all of that good stuff. And you can give us that contact information by completing the officer update form. The officer update form link is here on the screen. So be sure to fill that out if you haven't already. That's to ensure that we have all the right people on file. And that'll also help us with you getting access to the membership portal. So if you don't know what the membership portal is, it's a really dope system that allows you to have all access to your unit's information. So membership roster, being able to upload members, seeing who's on the roster, what the contact information is for the unit, all of that good stuff. And we definitely want y'all to have access to that. So in order to do so, you'll need to complete that officer update form and also complete a membership portal training. Be sure to sign up for one of those membership portal trainings at the link here. We have some dates coming up in September, I believe this week and towards the end of the month as well. So be sure to check those out here, complete that officer update form, and we'll have everything we need to get you access to that membership portal.
And please, please, please take advantage of the space that you're in right now. Regional meetings happen for a reason. They happen only once a year outside of our quartile. We want to make sure that you take advantage of this space and get to know and identify who are your regional leaders and support to help you move the work forward of the NAACP.
Yep, and the regional leaders are definitely be helpful context in allowing us to move that work. We have some pretty great work that we're doing right now. As Derrick alluded to earlier, we have our dope student debt work, which I love. Is some of the work that I love most about this job. We have tons of things going on. We have our Black Student Debt Report that is coming out soon on September 24th. We'll be launching that via a virtual press conference. So please be sure to tune into that. The only way we can tune into it, though, is if we have your contact information. So as we mentioned earlier, make sure you have that unit email. Make sure you complete that officer update form so you can get that. But you can also see all about it on our social media, which is at NAACPYC_. But that student debt work, we have our report coming out. We have op-eds coming out. We have a Twitter storm coming. We are looking for student debt organizers. We want people to share their student debt stories. We have so much student debt work coming on and coming up quick. So definitely check that out. If you're interested in being a student debt organizer or sharing your student debt story, click the link here, visit that, and you'll be able to share that story and sign up to be a student debt organizer if you're interested. Those are people who will be working on various student debt projects, anything ranging from interviews to op-eds to research, all that good stuff. So definitely check that out.
And last but not least, leaders, we know that as we move forward in this work, that all the issues relate to the vote. And throughout this whole video, you've been seeing a link that's been going at the very bottom that's been saying bit.ly/NAACP vote 2020. This is what helps you check your voter verification status. If you are not involved in your state campaign, if your unit is not involved in any type of efforts, I'm asking you to join our national campaign at blackvoiceschangeslives.org and participate and help us recruit volunteers and also help us register new voters and mobilize the vote come November 3rd.
Yep. So that's basically a wrap, folks. We definitely have tons of great stuff moving in the field. But in order to do that, we got a few housekeeping things that we got to take care of. So as we mentioned earlier, make sure that you have that unit email, you complete that officer update form, that you have access to that membership portal training. Definitely get in contact with the National Youth Work Committee folks and definitely get involved with some of this great work that we have going on, because there's tons of things happening in 2020 and we need y'all's energy, y'all's passion, y'all's intelligence to be able to help move the work of the NAACP and the work of the Youth and College Division.
As always, we appreciate y'all, and y'all stay dangerous.
Stay great.
All right. Can you share the agenda again?
With the question Q&A portion.
The Q&A portion. So if you have a question, go ahead and drop it in the Q&A box, I believe. Any questions? one last round for questions. Anyone? Seeing that there are no questions, I would like to move for adjournment.
Second.
Can you get a motion from the floor, Madam Chair?
Would anyone like to make a motion on the floor to move for adjournment?
I move that we adjourn.
Is there a second? All right. Do we vote on adjournment as well?
No.
No. Okay, then I believe we are adjourned.
Meeting is adjourned at 6:57 Eastern Standard Time.
All right, everyone have a good evening.